the honourable member for Perth.
Thanks very much. And can I join our colleagues on the other side of the House and wish everyone a fabulous Christmas and a magnificent 2016. But unfortunately, I have to talk about a topic today which is not joyous, and that is the delivery of the NBN into the electorate of Perth. Many punters in my electorate are pretty cross about their broadband service and the fact that they have been excluded even from the dumbed-down fibre-to-the-node rollout. They have absolutely no hope of any upgrade for at least the next 4 years. Now, the Prime Minister promised at the last election that those with the worst speeds would be prioritised, but this clearly has not happened, as I've demonstrated in this place before. But I just want to, over the last 2 weeks, we've actually had 300 complaints about broadband, and I just want to give you some examples of these. First of all, we've got Paul Dickinson. Paul's from Dianella. He says, "I am a sometime Liberal supporter. But this NBN issue, coming as it does on top of road before rail, row 8, lavish spending on pet projects like Elizabeth Quay, while cutting funding to essential services, means I, for one, will not be voting Liberal in either state or federal elections in the future." We have Craig Heath from Dianella. He says, "My son, who is doing engineering at UWA, has to go to UWA to do any internet work as it is not reliable. We have to rely on wireless so that it is so slow and drops out all the time, and what makes it worse is that we're in a wireless black hole." This is less than 10 kilometres from the CBD. You cannot, a young tertiary student cannot do their work at home. I want to read Julie Scott. "From my home, from Maylands, from my home, I have a clear line of sight to the city centre, 4 kilometres away, yet we have to rely on ridiculously expensive hotspot options along with appalling internet speeds. I have travelled extensively and have never experienced such slow connection speeds, and the fact that we have no other option is both galling and frustrating when we see other suburbs going on to the NBN before us, where they at least already have some coverage." And Helena and David Pack from Bedford, "We love our suburb, but this broadband issue diminishes the amenity of Bedford. We find it frustrating that in 2015 we are unable to enjoy services such as video on demand and that any data-related services offered by major tech companies. This must be dealt with. This cannot be left unattended for the next 4 years."
Thank you, Member for Perth.